There's a village in Japan where they don't throw away broken pottery. Instead, they repair it with gold. And when they're done, the cracks become the most beautiful part. What if I told you, you're not broken? You're just being prepared for your golden repair. Stay with me. If you're watching this, maybe you've felt like you're not enough. Maybe you've looked in the mirror and seen only your flaws, your mistakes, your scars. Maybe you've whispered to yourself, I'm too damaged, too broken, too far gone. But what if everything you believed about your brokenness was wrong? This is a story about a man who thought he was worthless, until one day he learned the most powerful truth of his life. His name was David, 28 years old, sitting in his apartment at 2 a.m., staring at rejection email number 43. Another job he didn't get, another door that slammed in his face. He'd dropped out of college after his father died, spent 3 years taking care of his sick mother, watched his friends graduate, get promotions, get married, while he fell further behind. And now with his mother gone too, he felt like a ghost in his own life. I'm broken, he thought. I've missed my chance. One morning, walking through the city to another interview he knew he'd fail, David passed an antique shop. In the window sat a beautiful ceramic bowl, gleaming with golden veins running through it. Something made him walk inside. That's a Kintsugi bowl, the old shopkeeper said, noticing David's gaze. 400 years old. It was shattered into 17 pieces. David looked closer. The gold didn't hide the cracks. It celebrated them, made them radiant. Why didn't they just throw it away? David asked. The old man smiled. Because the Japanese believe that when something has suffered damage and has a history, it becomes more beautiful. The cracks are part of its story, not something to hide, something to honor with gold. David felt something shift inside his chest. You see, the shopkeeper continued, turning to David, people come in here all the time, looking at this bowl, thinking the same thing you're thinking. I wish I could be new again, unbroken, perfect. He picked up the bowl gently. But perfection is just potential without a story. This bowl has survived 4 centuries because it broke, because someone cared enough to make it whole again. The gold is what makes it priceless now. David left that shop different, not fixed, not suddenly healed, but different. He stopped hiding his story in interviews. He talked about caring for his parents, about sacrifice, about resilience, about learning to rebuild. And something incredible happened. People stopped seeing a man with gaps in his resume. They started seeing a man with depth, with character, with golden cracks that proved he could break and still choose to stand. 3 weeks later, he got the job. Not despite his story, because of it. So here's what I need you to understand. You are not broken. You're breaking open. Every loss you've survived. Every failure that crushed you. Every time you fell and got back up with shaking legs. Those aren't signs of weakness. They're your golden cracks. The world doesn't need another perfect person. It needs someone real, someone with a story, someone who knows what it's like to shatter and still choose to be whole. Your scars are not your shame. They're your proof that you've lived, that you've fought, that you're still here. So stop waiting to be fixed before you start living. You're not a broken thing waiting to be thrown away. You're a masterpiece in progress, being filled with gold. If this story changed something in you, leave a comment below. Share your golden crack. Let's honor our stories together. And remember, the cracks are where the light gets in.